We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here. As are the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. The final two-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
Here's Achane to start the drive. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Devon Achane, 75 yards. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Jake Moody down for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately can never get this out to the 25-yard line as he is dropped at the 23. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 23. Here's Gibson to start the game.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll go play action. Howell work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they nearly spent him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration.
Green total, I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. In this case, a partner. The running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. He's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Samuel going to go in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a short gain down to about the 33. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Howell. touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. So it's not really true. Last time, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Finding Gray going across the field.
23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Throwing here, Purdy. They'll swing this out wide. It's knocked out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And remember, he put one on the ground last week. So the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble loss.
And 0 excuses. But altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL. And it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them breaking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college. And that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's got to figure it out. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. And I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gibson again.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only...
This is intercepted.
Picked up by Benjamin St. Juste.
And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 36-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work. They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes turned down jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Samuel in motion. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 16-yard touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Purdy on first and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Purdy will set up the throw here. Escaping the pressure. That's caught inside the 25. A big play for the Niners. 44 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Come off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Purdy to throw it on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 2nd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
He loses the football the 2nd time.
it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Jair Brown on the stop there. Now a 2nd and 6. Once more, Gibson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's McLeod on the return.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On 1st down, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Well, down off the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. Achane. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Straight ahead, Gibson.
He's on here to pick up the bait. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have the Commanders 1st down as they get flagged there on 3rd and 2. They'll go again with Gibson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Let's go now.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Gibson. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have something you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make the locker room just a little more animated.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Again, it's Achane. A pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here is 3rd and 5. Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling into a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Purdy's throw caught by Gray. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Now Purdy.
at the 41-yard line.
Looking for Green, finding him once again. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Purdy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
49ers 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, here's Gibson again. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Gibson running right. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Gibson. And a nice job to break free with one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And the throw going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. There's Jamin Davis, the former Kentucky Wildcat, bringing the pressure that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Called out a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, 41 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Slide for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
The score, Commanders 27, 49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy. Throw caught by Achane. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll run for it with Achane.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
On first down, back to Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop them far behind the line to gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yeah, it's...
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB, eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Duggan now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Duggan looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw is Duggan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Hello, you sleep? Hello?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll give this to Achane. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Duggan. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for Commanders touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Give me no gun back.
I told you.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
What?
And this will be a gain of 5
Bro.
as he gets it to the 30.
How's Joe?
Second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what
It
they
was
did
in
to
that
get
last
into a
drive.
manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Washington on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Duggan. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Going to be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Oh. You guys do?
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Edwin.
Duggan will look to throw this. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
He about to do some work.
What?
What?
Cause how you gonna say it and watch him do it?
Well, I was going for it too.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
14-yard line.
Once more, Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sly able to put this one through.
No, you wasted the ass. You should have got your play up.
We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need
Where I'm gonna put it at?
points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I
You
both
gonna
know.
look
All
at
right,
it.
well, you shouldn't have
You
done
never
that.
let up on
Great.
the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually
What you
clicked it
tell
off
me
in
before
your
you
headset
listen?
so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this
Well,
position,
no,
trying to
what
get
you
back
mean?
into
I
the
gotta
game,
go.
teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they
Tell
got
me you
now.
don't
They
care.
got a setback and they have a long field to cover if they want to try
Well,
to
don't
put
say
points
you
on the
don't
board.
care.
This should have caught knocked the ass out there, true.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty
What are
much
you
out of
doing?
reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be
What are you
disappointed about
doing?
several things with this ball game, but
What are you doing?
self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 9. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play, I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
They'll go. Achane. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they're going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Washington, they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.